So good evening everyone. So we are back with the quiz which contains both spelling and also the riddle. It's not completely a riddle actually, it's like a fill in the blank where you need to pick up the right spelling. So we have 33 participants as of now, so we'll start at 7:05 sharp. So people who would like to join the Zoom meeting, you can find the Zoom link in the description of this YouTube video that I have given. So slowly students are joining. We have 36 participants as of now. And very soon I am going to announce the prizes for the top 3 positions of all these quizzes that I have conducted. So we shall definitely celebrate the event of this prize distribution. We have 39 participants. Let the other remaining participants join. Maybe they are late. So based on the time which I have, I'm trying to conduct the quiz. I'm unable to conduct every day because it's taking time for me to type all these questions, and sometimes I may not find the time. Okay, let's begin. Wish you all the best. So first question on your screens. Are you dashed to the party tonight? So what would be the correct spelling for that? There ends the time, and we see here 26 members answered it correctly. So today I'm not going to show this leaderboard score. So let's move on to the next question, question number 2 on your screens. So I lived in Delhi dash 2014. members, 37 members answered out of 46 participants, and 32 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question. This particular quiz is going to be very easy if you are familiar with all these simple spellings. We don't have any bigger words today, no difficult words, so most of the age groups can participate. So we have 46 participants as of now. So question number 3rd, be careful when you walk dash the road. Across. So you just need to pick up the right spelling. The answer will be the same, the word across, but the correct spelling makes the difference. So we have 27 members answered it correctly. So let's move on to the next question. We have 47 participants. Question number 4 on your screens. Do you know dash answer is correct? Which? So what is the correct spelling of which? You have 30 seconds to answer every question. There ends the time. 38 members answered out of 47 participants and 37 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question, question number 5 on your screens now. So even I don't know who is on the top position today because I chose not to see the leaderboard score. So you have the question number 5 on your screens. They have been married for dash years. 40. What is the correct spelling for 40? There ends the time. And is there any mistake here? It shows 12 members answered it correctly, but let me check. So you have the question number 6 on your screens. The meeting is dash in 10 minutes. There ends the time. 21 members answered it correctly. 38 members answered out of 49 members. Great. So moving on to the next question. I hope this particular quiz you find it interesting, even though we have a very simple and simple words, spellings, but sometimes we end up making mistakes. But all these quizzes are just to learn, and recap. So don't worry if you are doing it wrong. It's cold in winter, but in spring the weather is beautiful. So what is the correct spelling of the weather? It's cold in winter, but in spring the weather is beautiful. There ends the time. 39 members answered within the time frame, whereas 35 members answered it correctly. I hope there is a very tough competition today. So question number 8 on your screens. Who is your best friend? So what is the correct spelling of friend? There ends the time. 37 members answered within the time out of 50 members, and 33 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question, question number 9. Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts? What is the correct spelling of believe? There ends the time. 38 members answered within the time frame out of 50 participants, and 22 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 10. on your screens now. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. So what is the correct spelling of tomorrow? Yes, today the ranks are not being displayed because I chose not to see the leaderboard score so that we can save some time. So let it be a surprise. End of the program, end of the quiz, we will see the final scores all together. So 18 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question, question number 11. Would you like a piece of cake? So what is the correct spelling of piece? Would you like a piece of cake? "27 members answered it correctly. Let's move on to the next question, question number 12. When you get the ball, kick it forward. So what is the correct spelling of forward? When you get the ball, kick it forward.
See you tomorrow. Oh, hey. I'm just about to go to bed. I know we couldn't Skype tonight, but that's alright.
Who is that
Good night,
doing?
girl. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh.
So you're not supposed to, you know, disturb the meeting like this. Okay. "28 members answered this correctly. Moving on to the next question. After a few minutes, the rainbow disappeared. After a few minutes, the rainbow disappeared. What is the correct spelling of disappeared? So time is up. 41 members answered within the time and 23 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question, question number 14. What are you trying to achieve this year? What are you trying to achieve this year? What is the correct spelling of achieve? There ends the time. 24 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number...
Good night, girl. See you tomorrow. Oh, hey.
I don't know how these people are managing. So after 2 hours, the meeting was finally over. So there ends the time. 32 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 16 on your screens. Ask the security guard to open the gate. Ask the security guard to open the gate. Thirty-one members answered it correctly. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 17 on your screens. When did you receive the letter? When did you receive the letter? So we don't know who was that person disturbing in the Zoom. Sometimes, we get monkeys, right? Even into our colony or wherever we stay, like that, monkeys will keep coming and going. So we should not get disturbed. So 30 members answered correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 18 on your screens now. You can sit wherever you like. You can sit wherever you like. When school start for 8th, we don't know. You need to check with the minister, education minister. Follow the news. So 22 members answered it correctly, and we have 59 participants. 40 members answered it within the time. And 19th question here comes on your screens. I'm too sleepy to drive, so we can't go any further. I'm too sleepy to drive, so we can't go any further. What is the correct spelling? There ends the time. 40 members answered within the time, and 27 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question, question number 20 on your screens now. Mom and Dad had a really big argument last night. Mom and Dad had a really big argument last night. So what is the correct spelling of argument? There ends the time. 42 members answered within the time frame, and 20 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 21. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. What is the correct spelling of remember? I can't remember his name. There ends the time. 39 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question, question number 22nd on your screens now. I'm truly sorry for your loss. I'm truly sorry for your loss. There ends the time. 10 members answered out of 10 members answered it correctly out of 38 participants answered within the time. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 23. She was really surprised when I told her. She was really surprised when I told her. Surprised. She was really surprised when I told her. Time is up. 40 members answered within the time and 28 members answered it correctly. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 24 on your screens now. Did the doctor give you some medicine? Did the doctor give you some medicine? What is the correct spelling of medicine? There ends the time. 31 members answered. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 25 on your screens now. They are brothers, but they look completely different. They are brothers, but they look completely different. What is the correct spelling of completely? There ends the time, and 25 members answered this question correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 26. Poking your tongue at someone is very rude. Poking your tongue at someone is very rude. There ends the time. 35 members answered within the time and 28 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 27. My sister is starting her own business. There ends the time. 38 members answered it within the time and 27 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 28. I see Shazia is asking some question. Meaning of proverb. Why did you get that? Proverb is something, it's like, maybe it's called a saying, but there will be some moral in it, or maybe an advice. I love watching lightning when there's a storm. So 10 members answered this correctly. Moving on to the next question. Question number 29. We need to spend more time to learn grammar. we need to spend more time to learn grammar. What is the correct spelling of grammar? Yeah, Shaista, yes. So Shaista, proverb means it's like a saying, you know, but you will have some moral in it sometimes. So that is called proverb. 25 members answered it correctly. Moving on to the next question, question number 30. It's last question. If he doesn't get the top score, he is always disappointed. If he doesn't get the top score, he is always disappointed. Last question. So 40 members answered within the time and 21 members answered it correctly. So let's check the final scores. What happened? I did not get the results, or maybe because I did not choose the leaderboard, maybe it will not give us the scores. I'm not sure. Let me have a quick check. Okay, so probably from next time I should choose the leaderboard score, but I see here the top 3 people are P. Mohansika is on the top 1, and second Krishnacharan, P. Krishnacharan, and top 3 is T. Rishika. So these are the names which we get. And Shaista is on 14th number with 70% of her scores. Okay then, congratulations, and also appreciate the time and effort for each and every participant.